I'm Gift Ebelu. I'm here with a guest, and we are here for a program co-sponsored by Sedak Foundation and the Guest Hangout Initiative. So I'm here with one of the speakers. She's going to introduce herself, then tell us about the program. So we'll take it on from there, right?
Okay.
So now we get to meet you. Who are you and all that? What do you do? Who are you?
All right.
What do you do? And why are you here?
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Mrs. Faith Obasi. I'm an educator. I'm a teacher. I'm a ParenTeen Mentor. It's a two-word, parents and teen. So I mentor parents and teenagers and even preteens. I'm an author, a businesswoman, a mother, and a wife. So today we are here for the Girls Hangouts, and I am one of the guest speakers.
Okay, thank you so much. You heard that. She's a parent and teen mentor. ParenTeen.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So, the Girls Hangout Initiative, what is it about?
Well, let me see. Okay. Being someone that also run an initiative, I think Amaka will be better person to say that, but I have an idea. I think it's more about enlightening the girl child. Especially in this our court area. We know that the level of illiteracy is very, 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 very high. So there are few things that some of these girls should know that they don't know. I think that's the whole idea of this initiative. For instance, I read somewhere they say that 3 out of 5 girls does not know what happened to them when they are menstruating. I mean, they don't just know, it just happens. Why? Because nobody was able to tell them or educate them or give them knowledge on this area of their life. I think that's about what this program, because I think part of the program is pad up. They give out pad, yeah. So it's like one of the topics I'm going to talk about is menstrual hygiene. So even the ones that think that they know what having menses or period is, some of them don't even know how to take care of themselves. I think this is why this initiative is here, to teach these young ones how to take care of themselves, how to pattern their life, and then how to also know the path to follow. I also got to know that most of them are into, they are quite young, but they're already nursing babies. I mean, you're 16 or maybe you're 15 or 16, you're nursing a child. You're a child yourself already.
Sure.
So what are you nursing another child for? And this is part of what that is. A 16-year-old, you don't have any business having a child. You should be in school. Even if there was some of them who say, how can we go to school? No money. We must not all go to school. You can learn a trade. You can learn a skill. There's something you must do. You must put your life on the right path. So these are the things that this initiative is about, helping these young people know that being in the rural area doesn't mean that your life is over. You can actually make out something for yourself.
Wow, that's a whole lot.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You mentioned something. You said many of them, they say, how can I go to school when I don't have money? In most rural communities like ours, there's always the excuse. Yeah, always the challenge. A challenge, answer an excuse. Because there are too many, some people out there who also have the challenge of not having parents that will see them through school, but somehow they push themselves through some level of education. So in this in these rural areas, or what kind of advice, or how do you think girls who fall in this category of not having someone that will see them through school, how do you think they can, if really somebody wants to go to school, I want to really go to school, but I don't have the means. Is there other means, she can do it and,
Yeah, there are.
develop education?
There are. But one thing I always tell people is, as much as you want help, nobody owes you anything. That's the truth. Anything anybody gives to you is an extra, is a jara. There's no entitlement mentality. You get? Nobody owes you anything. That's one thing. Have that in mind. But then, when it comes to what you're talking about, we have companies and some people that are well-to-do. We have chiefs and all that. Sponsorship programs can come up. I mean, Shell and all the likes. There's one, Watersmith, right? And the likes. We've heard and seen some kind of sponsorship program or scholarship programs that they do, except maybe it's been hijacked. But if truly, these programs go where they are expected to go, even if everybody doesn't get, somebody can beat their chest and say, I got a sponsorship from Shell, I got a sponsorship from Watersmith, I got a sponsorship from anywhere. But I don't know about that. I don't live in the village, I can't really say. But sponsorship programs by companies, by our leaders, and even individuals can help. But then, if that doesn't come, and you really want to go to school, you want to forward your education, you have to work for it somehow. You know what they say, when there is a, how do they say it? When there is a will, there is a way.
Yeah.
I mean, as a young girl, let's say you have written your WAEC, I think getting to school, maybe to write your JAMB and all that. You can save as much as you can. There are people that you can meet. There are good people that you can meet that can help. But even if it gets worse, you can learn a trade, you can get a job and save up. Now, these are different options. You can get a trade, you can learn a skill, you can save up. Okay, I don't have money to go to school now, but let me give myself 2 years. In this length of 2 years, I will try to work, I'll try to do something, I'll try to, maybe some of them are handy, you can make hair, you can do makeup, you can, whatever you can do to raise money. Once you start, somehow it will just work out. So sitting back at home and say, okay, no hope, let me just sit and start having children. That's about it. And that's just the sphere that you can go. But if you put out your leg there, something will happen. So while the child is trying to raise money to go to school, we're also saying, some of us that are handy, you can sponsor a child to school. The companies around here can make scholarships. And please, when these scholarships come, let it go to where it is supposed to go. If they're supposed to write exams, let them write the exams and let the people that passed the exams be given the scholarship. It should not be given to a group of people, or some people will now corner it. No. Let's do our part. And then if that comes, fine. If that doesn't come, if you can help to train any child in school, I mean, that child will never forget you. That's it. But when it comes to a situation where no way to win, like I said, nobody owes anybody anything. That's the truth. In as much as some people think that, hey, do me this, do me that. But if it comes to that point, you can pause and say, okay, I give myself 1 year, I give myself 2 years. Let me raise money. I mean, right. Somehow. nature will smile on you.
Yeah, sure, true. But there's too many people out there who went through school on their own.
On their own. A lot.
Yeah, a lot of us. But I did the same. I went through a university level on my own.
On your own.
So no.
We've seen people that while they're even in school, they do photography, they do makeup, they do things on the side.
I was working. I was a security guard. Exactly. I was working as a security guard going to school.
So that's the thing. One thing too is that our young people should be up and doing. Some of them are they want everything to be given to them as a platter. No, it doesn't happen that way. You have to move. You just have to move. It's called responsibility. You have to know. Don't say, hey, Shell did not give me now. What will I do? You not say that. Okay, now nobody. No.
All right. So finally, what impact are you? Do you think, or are you expecting today's program to have on the girls that are going to be in attendance?
Well, there are lots of impact, but the most important, and I keep saying it all the time, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. You know, I'm sure this program will look odd because we're not sharing money. We're not giving bags of rice. Knowledge is power. You are better than the next person because you have knowledge. You are bigger than the next person because you have knowledge. Acquire knowledge. Like now, one of the other topics we're going to talk about is sex education. Sex education is quite vast. It talks about sexual reproduction, talks about abuse, talks about abstinence, birth control, and all that. It even talks about sexual abuse. Some of these young people are abused by uncles, by fathers, brothers. They're abused. So it's more like you're coming today to gain knowledge. Once you gain knowledge, your life will change direction. Some of them don't even know any of these things. It's not as if they don't want to, they don't even know. They don't even know. So number one thing is knowledge. Once you have knowledge, everything will fall in place. So I hope that they gain one or two today and better their lives.
All right. Thank you, Mrs. Obasi.
Thank you.
Obasi.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on our program.
Yeah.
So we hope to see more of you. I hope to see you on the speaking to the girls. Of course, we're going to capture the whole thing on camera. You're going to see everything.
Okay.
And she's going to dish out knowledge to the girls. All right. See you.